What's going on, pop culture fan? Welcome to the Radioactive Podcast with JRu and Kungfu.
Yes, sir.
It is Tuesday night, and we're ready to rock. So let's start things off. What's the hot topic right now? Everybody's talking about. Everybody around the world is watching nonstop. Stranger Things season 4. Man, was it a banger!
Yes, it was. Like, we had a great time, like, watching that. Like, me and my wife, we binged it. Literally, we totally binged that bad boy from season 1, because me and her, we never watched Stranger Things. Like, literally never watched it. And so, we was like, yeah, we need to finally watch this and get this over with, and stuff like that. So, we finally got through season 1, 2, and 3. We did that actually on vacation in California. A little 4, and we went to California. We did season 3, and we got back to finish it and get into season 4, and then, yeah, that was, oh boy.
With a 2-week hiatus just to wait for part 2, it was definitely worth the wait. My involvement with Stranger Things goes back to the very first season when it dropped. Me and my wife were in California at the time, and so we watched season 1. She really liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, then season 2 came out, and season 3, and then we had the long hiatus. So to get ready to prep for season 4, we binge watched season 1
again.
and it's funny because you sit there and being a pop culture nerd that I am, that you think you catch everything. When you watch it the first time, you think you get everything. Even if you take notes, you think you get everything. But going through it again, I was like, oh man, I forgot about this, or oh man, look at this. These little details, little minute details that just kind of grab your imagination and take it that much further, which was just amazing.
And honestly, I don't know what season 1 was really good. Season 2 was good, but not as good as 1. It seemed like it's like 1 was good, 2 was good, but it still wasn't. But 3 was like, oh shit, this is. Like 3 is legit.
Yeah,
Like it's like I don't know if season 2 took a dip. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got that vibe from watching it. Like if I had to pick the least favorite season, it'd be season 2.
Yeah, and it's funny because everybody switched. There's a lot of fandom out there that goes back and forth, or they really love season 2 but didn't like season 3, or they didn't like season 2 and love season 3. So. I'm on the camp of season 3 was good. I like 2 a little bit better.
See, I like 3. I like Billy because he's an asshole. I don't know why. I like assholes in movies and TV shows. For some reason, I like Billy.
But I will say that the Duffer Brothers did do a magnificent job of giving us the backstory to Billy. I think to have a villain that you despise from season 2 into season 3, and you just think that he is an absolute monster, but then when you see the flashbacks, when Elle goes into his mind and starts seeing his memories, and you see the abuse and trauma that he went through, you don't forgive, but you understand.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It was definitely Billy's little redemption moment towards the end on the finale of season 3 was fantastic. And let's not forget the most memorable part of season 3. Turn around. Look at
God.
what you see.
Okay, so
Never ending story, baby.
Okay, so like no joke. Christina loves that movie.
Yeah.
She absolutely loves that movie. So when she first heard the first word, she knew what was coming. And then she called me that night and sung the song. Like, why are you calling me right now? I was like, oh my god. She literally sung me the whole song. Like whatever. That's literally one of my favorite movies. It's Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story. I mean, yeah. Any child of the '80s and early '90s, knows and loves, Goonies, Never Ending Story, all those kid, friendly, adventure-esque movies. I am definitely in the camp. As soon as I heard Turn Around, I was like, oh, Never Ending Story, here we go.
I didn't think about it.
And I was not expecting a duet or it to sound as good as the way that they made it sound.
I thought, I was like, what the hell is this shit? What is going on? But the funniest part is seeing Erica's face.
Yep.
Like, no.
But it's funny because everybody that was watching season 3 when that moment happened, all had the same face of like, what? And a smile came on your face because it was adorable. But, Duffer Brothers, again, doing something that really hasn't been done since, I think, maybe Friends, is adapting music into their show, and they come out as #1 hits all over again. You had the Never Ending Story, the actual duet with Dustin and Susie, topping the charts, including the original topping the charts. Then you got season 4 with Running Up the Hill, and then now, obviously, Most Metal, Metallica, Master of Puppets. Fantastic.
I love that.
Yes.
Because, like, I'm still... Fucking Eddie. R.I.P. Eddie. Rest in peace, Eddie. R.I.P. my bro. I fucking love Eddie. Oh my god. I literally teared up when Eddie... Spoiler alert, people.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
It is what it is from this point. Oh my god. Fucking Eddie.
It's been 4 weeks, people. If you've not seen season 4 of Stranger Things...
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah,
that was... Oh, that hurt my heart. See, that hurt...
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: I'm not gonna call out this particular famous online entertainment news outlet, but for them to say that Eddie didn't have the single best character story arc in probably the show since season 1 is kind of shameful to me. I think he had the best story arc out of all of season 4.
Yeah.
I will 100% confess that when he met his demise, I was crying like a baby, and I cried again like a baby when Dustin was talking to his uncle.
That hit me. I'm like, he's crying too. You're like, damn it, Dustin. Damn it. And what was actually pretty cool about the last 2 episodes, most of the main, well, I guess, the 4 main cast, Will, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas, they all had their moment.
Yes.
They all had their moment.
Yes.
You know, from Will's, I guess, double-sided speech he gave, which had double meaning in multiple ways. Will talking to Elle, confessing his love, and then Dustin doing his thing, and then Luke is just eyeballing like, get help!
Yeah. Oh man, yes. And then that scene just being improvised and ad-libbed 100% by Lucas. Also, too, I mean, credit to the cast. I mean, they did fantastic.
And the ad lib for Eddie.
Yes,
I love you.
I love you. Oh my god. Yeah, let's not get the tears going again.
Right.
But I will say, just as my thoughts for season 5, I guess if we're gonna move past After Stranger Things here, is I kind of secretly think that Will might maybe have feelings for Mike.
He definitely has feelings for Mike. That's
I think I think them being best friends and then kind of going through this. I think they're kind of foreshadowing that, or I mean, obviously they're going to foreshadow. They're foreshadowing him possibly being gay, which is a fantastic. He's a fantastic character. I think it definitely coexists and correlates with the story.
He fix that damn wig of his. That wig is horrible.
I honestly don't remember that hairstyle in the 80s. I don't know where that came from.
That wig is horrible. Oh my god, like that wig's so bad. And it's the same wig every season. It's like, why? Like, what the hell?
But going back to what I was going to say is, neither one of us, but somebody else on the internet did point out that the season 2 scene of Mike and drawing a blank, Max dancing in
in
the gym,
yeah,
and 11 being on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
is a complete opposite or a mirror of Mike and 11 hugging and Will being on the outside. So I thought that was very interesting. The correlation between season 2 and season 4.
That's very interesting.
So definitely. And my thoughts, and I feel that we're not going to see the end of Eddie. I myself am a big Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play as much as I used to, but definitely know the lore. And totally slipped my mind. Another friend of mine brought this up, but in the lore of Dungeons and Dragons, Vecna is ultimately defeated by a vampire. And who got bit by bats at the end of season 4?
I kind of figured. I kind of figured he was going with that on now one, like, because technically, Vecna didn't kill him.
Yeah,
technically.
And they left him in the Upside Down.
Yes, he's definitely. I wonder if his body's still there.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, Vecna pulled a Michael Myers and got up and walked away.
on fire. It was like, nah, son. I ain't dead yet, son.
No, thank you. Hold on. Wait a minute. Pause. Rewind.
Yep. Nah, I ain't done yet, man.
But I definitely want to add, I know we talked a little bit about the music, obviously, with season 4. But let's not forget Journey, Separate Ways, also a huge new success for that band, and that song again hasn't been played since the late 80s, unless you're a Journey fan, and hearing that song and the remix that it's going through right now is obviously fantastic. So,
well, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
So, prior to season 4 part 2 dropping, the Duffer Brothers posted prior to saying, "Hey, there's gonna be 5 deaths." Did you see that?
Yes.
Who did you think at the time those 5 deaths was going to be?
Honestly, I thought one of the characters that was going to die was going to be Will.
Okay.
I thought that there was gonna be some sort of sacrificial moment, and his kind of character arc seems to just in general, right? If you're looking at the hero's journey or just those kind of tropes that you see in movies and television, it seems like it's going on that path. So I was really expecting that, especially with them rescuing Elle in the desert in the military. I just thought that somebody was gonna boom, and then there goes Will, or he's down for the count or something. I was thinking Will, and I was also thinking Lucas. I thought something was going to happen. Either that he was going to sacrifice himself to protect Max, or his sister, or maybe just sacrifice himself to take out that asshole. The jock. I forgot what his character's name is.
Jason, whatever.
I think it was Jason.
Was it
Jason?
Jason? Yeah, that's like that.
Yeah, but I thought that out of they did say 5 deaths. But maybe they're saying the 5 deaths were the Demogorgons that they burned alive.
So my 5, who I thought was going to be, actually one of them did die. One of my 5 did die. So I did pick Papa. I picked Papa, Mike. I thought Mike was going to do the sacrificing to save Elle. Robin, Murray, because everyone loves Murray, and you always see what happened to Dimitri. So I thought Murray was going to get it. I thought he was going to, and there was somebody else I picked. I don't remember who it was, but that was 4 of them. It was somebody. I don't remember who the fifth person was who I picked, but I know for sure I got one of the 5 right. And that was Papa.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Eddie or the boyfriend or anyone like that, the kind of deal.
Yeah. No, I definitely was not expecting Eddie to die, which again just seems to be the biggest thing about season 4. But
and also too, I think he actually played the guitar.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he actually played the guitar.
Yeah, he did an interview I think with Entertainment Tonight, and he was talking about they asked him like, hey, did you know how to play guitar? He's like, well, I knew the basics of it. I've been playing since he was younger, and just they told me what song it was going to be after our hiatus. They emailed me the last 3 scripts, for the final 3 episodes, and I was like, oh man, sure, well, it was okay. So here I am, just practicing, trying to get the strokes down. But He goes, yeah, for the most part, it was me playing, and then the background instrumentals actually was the son of the bassist, the current bassist for Metallica that actually played the recording. Okay. So, but yeah, he did play.
Did you see on? I think it was released today on TikTok. Metallica.
Oh yeah.
And Homeboy, he would play or whatever.
Yeah.
They played together.
They played together. Yeah. So Metallica's been doing some, obviously some TikTok with the success of Stranger Things and Master of Puppets. The first thing that they did once it broke was they were doing a live performance. I think they were either in somewhere up north, or they might have even been in San Francisco. I can't remember. But they were on stage. They had just finished playing a song, and James Hetfield, lead singer, grabbed the mic and goes, "You guys heard anything awesome lately?" And then here comes the chorus, dun 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 dun, and they just start going into Master of Puppets. So, and then I believe a couple of days later they did a duet with the actual clip from the show, and it was them backstage with their instruments, and they were playing along with the clip. But
that's awesome.
I have not seen the one that drops today. I actually have not checked TikTok, which is abnormal for myself.
Yeah, that was on there. And then on IG on Reels, they took Chrissy, wake up. They turned into a melody. Have you heard that one yet?
Yes.
Oh, it's that's just hilarious. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. It's just hilarious. Oh, it's so funny. Have you called the phone numbers?
Yes, the phone numbers.
Okay, I haven't called two of them yet because I called Surfer Boy.
Yes.
I called the Nina's. That was dumb.
Nina was.
That was just.
I think out of all of them that I have dialed all of them, the Surfer Boy is my favorite. So Surfer Boy, Murray's is okay. It's funny, but it's like there's something about
it. Is him talking?
Yeah, it's like a recording for his news kind of conspiracy underground thing, you know. But Eduardo, the actor that plays Homeboy from Surfer Boy Pizza, the fact that he says, and this is the most important thing, man, 1 crumb of blue cheese. You know blue cheese is damn near mold.
That shit was funny. When you said mold, like, damn. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, man. So, as far as for Stranger Things, and we'll wrap it up here with Stranger Things, but any predictions for season 5?
Oh, my God.
Other than we have to wait 2 years.
I know, 2024, which is totally fine. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, you know something? My prediction may actually come true. What I said a while back. Okay, so you remember I said a while back that I had 2 predictions for the rest of season 4. Was that Michael's going to die, and Will has powers. And that picture he drew kind of shows the main cast fighting pretty much the demon, the Vecna, and that kind of deal with the 3 heads. Pretty much look like a D&D figure. I wouldn't be surprised if that scene actually happens.
Like a version of it?
Yes, an actual version of it, where Vecna turns into a 3-headed demon type, a 3-headed demigorgon. Yeah, that'd be cool. A 3-headed demigorgon, and they finally go out there and pretty much act that scene out, that picture. That'd be cool. That actually would be pretty cool. So, I'm trying to think here. I'm hoping Max come back. That'd be awesome because I really like Max and Lucas together. Trying to think any maybe a wild prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if Harper finally dies.
You think Harper's gonna die?
If it's the last season, it's time to go out with a bang. I wouldn't be surprised if they kill him off, and once again, another writer cannot get a boyfriend that stays alive. All boyfriends just die. So so I think something big is gonna happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Harper dies. Because he's been fighting death and damn himself. Yeah, he's been escaping death all the way around. But that's all I could think of. I can't think of anything else really. That's kind of know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that
I did see, I don't know if it's true or not, on Twitter. I think that either the Duffer Brothers said there will probably be no new characters.
Yeah.
So that means that
I did see that as well too. So I'm actually kind of glad for that. I do agree a little bit with Millie Bobby Brown with the fact that, not the fact that they're not killing characters. That to me is just like, I get it. But I thought that the cast was getting way too big for its own good, and it hurts when you try to. Let's just call it what it is. This season 4 was not your normal Netflix streaming service, television style seasonal show out there. Each episode was damn near a movie.
Pretty much.
With the second to the last and the final episode being the longest episodes out of the whole season. The final episode being 2.5 hours. So I think the blessing for this season with the amount of characters they had is they had the time to develop them and utilize them. If they're not going to do that with season 5, which they did say that the episodes are going to be shorter, but if the episodes are going to be shorter, are we going to get more? Because typically we're looking at, I think the schedules for those seasons for Stranger Things have always been between 9 and 12 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're normally about 9 to 12 episodes per season.
8. It's about 8.
Yeah. Well, this season had 9.
But last season 1 was 8.
Yep.
Season 2 was 9. Season 3 was 8. And this was 9. So you probably have 8.
Could have 8. Could have 9. And maybe they save the last 4 to be hour and a half or 2 hour long. I mean, we'll see what happens. But
and they got that budget, baby. They got that. You could tell they got that money.
Yeah.
you could tell like each season that production budget went up. You could tell.
And I think it shows that Netflix is really banking on Stranger Things right now with the fact that their stock continues to fall, which is not good.
Did you see the Duffer Brothers open now have the Upside Down Studios?
Yes.
And bro, they're bringing in Death Note. I like Death Note.
Which I love Death Note, the anime, obviously.
I love Death Note.
It's fantastic.
It's a great anime.
The Netflix adaptation was not terrible. I mean, it wasn't good. It was okay. It was not good. It wasn't terrible.
Better than Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, let's not talk about Cowboy Bebop. We're not going to go that far back. But yeah, I was extremely disappointed with probably the anime that is in my top 3 animes of all time. And we're going off on a tangent here, but I will say this about Cowboy Bebop. The fact that all the actors and the producers, and the fact that they got, the original composer, all this other stuff, the love that they were giving the show, but then just didn't respect the source material, just kind of threw me for a loop. So I'm excited for the fact that Duffer Brothers are doing Death Note. My money is for them to bring back Willem Dafoe as the demon. If he does not come back as the voice for the demon, it would have to be somebody really, really good. Maybe Vecna. Maybe
the guy
who plays Vecna will be the voice actor for that. But yeah. So Death Note. Also, too, they are doing The Talisman, which is the book that Lucas was reading, the Stephen King adaptation.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was in season 4. Lucas was reading that book, The Talisman.
Oh, the one at Max's bedside.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It's a Stephen King novel, so they did announce that they're going to be adapting that into either a show or a movie. So, which is fantastic. That's a great Stephen King book. But yeah, no, my predictions for season 5 we kind of went off a little bit, but getting back to it, I do think I agree with you that it's going to be some form of that picture. Maybe which would be cool is if we have a faded out shot of them with like some sort of 3-headed monster or whatever, or maybe it's Vecna the Mind Slayer and something else, and the 3-headed dragon is just a representation of that.
I think about
something like that kind of blown back and you see that, and then it does like a little quick flash to the drawing that Will made. That would be awesome. I do think that Eddie's going to come back, and he might be the one kind of terrorizing everybody as the vampire. And then I think it'll be Dustin that awakens Eddie, the real Eddie that we all know and love from season 4, and he will be Vecna's downfall. That'll be my predictions. As far as deaths, I don't know. I don't know if it will be as fulfilling if we have main characters die in this season. Now, obviously, to make it exciting, put them in peril, and it's definitely an IP that is original and we've never seen before. So it's not like we can say, well, we know this character's not going to die because it's in X amount of comic books or whatever it might be. So, yeah. But the threats are going to be there, and I think it's going to be probably one of the their best season out of the whole show.
I hope so.
I hope so. Speaking of shows, you have been watching Miss Marvel.
Yes.
I have not. My 5-year-old has not wanted to watch that with me, which is kind of my caveat. My wife doesn't want to watch it with me either. So I'm gonna wait until it's all out, and then I'll kind of binge watch it. But you're not gonna spoil anything for me. But what are your thoughts on that?
I saw this on Twitter, and it's pretty accurate. It's pretty much if you took a superhero and mix it with a Disney, one of those Disney at-home movies.
Okay. It Takes Two.
Yes, or something like that.
The Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap. Yes, superhero. Yes, superhero Parent Trap. So it's kind of like that. It's very cute. I'm enjoying. I'm trying to, the best way to explain it is that I get why people don't like it because it is kind of slow.
Okay.
It does kind of build it's trying to build to a climax. You can tell. I think it's kind of the whole Phase 4 of MCU is everything's trying to build to a certain point, and no one knows what the hell they're building to.
Right.
Like even the movies and the TV shows.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's part of Phase like Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. What the hell are y'all building up to? Because right now there's no like, okay, we know what's coming, unless it's Secret Wars. That may be the closest thing that it could be. But for Miss Marvel, the girl plays Kamala, like she's awesome. Like she's cool as hell. I think her name is Amon. I think I'm not going to even try on that, but the cast is pretty awesome. Just overall, it's entertaining. I like how when you watch it, this is where the cuteness come in of a Lizzie McGuire type Disney TV show. When certain things happen with Kamala, you see like text pop up on the screen.
Okay.
Like she's texting someone, you see it pop up in like cute little letters.
Right.
Or like you see like the clouds change to text, or you see like just like bubbles pop up, whatever. Or if something's happened to her, her emotions is showing on like a billboard behind her on like a like if there's a now open sign, it changes to like her emotions. Or like the little emojis pop up. It takes what's in the real world and uses it for like signals of her emotions and what she's going through, what she sees, and that kind of deal. That's the key part of it, like that. Because like when she like sees boys she likes, you can tell like little hearts pop up, her eyes turn to hearts. It was funny. It's just hilarious. Is that so far she's come across? Let me see, her best friend. 2 guys, and they say she's collecting boyfriends the same way they was collecting Infinity Stones.
Oh, so it's J-Lo.
Pretty much, yes.
She collected stones. Yeah.
And but this week is the season last episode, episode 6 this Wednesday. So I'll probably be up. I know he won't do it, but nope. I'm the guy that stays up at 2 in the morning and watch it, or at least 1:45. Because normally about 1:45 it drops.
Okay.
And so it's only 30 minutes, and hopefully, well, I know she's gonna receive it. She's gonna finally get her full costume finally.
Okay.
Because she's getting pieces, and those pieces kind of represent different things in her culture and her world that is going to help. It's going to pretty much, I guess, kind of like protecting her, just kind of like coming all in one. You know, like I said, I ain't spoiling it for you or anything.
Sure.
So, her best friend creates the actual mask for her, like, and then she got a piece of her, like, this clothing from Pakistan. The blue outfit or blue like vest she had on or clothing. She got from actual Pakistan. She got the actual scarf from a friend of hers that's part of the red some group, whatever. It's pretty much like not mercenaries, but more like protectors of Pakistan, like of these bad guys and that kind of deal.
Right.
So like she's getting all these things, and she's gonna pretty much use it all to kind of make her actual suit and that kind of deal. But overall, I say to me, it's entertaining. I'm enjoying it. It has its funny moments, and then also too, each episode has so far a barcode. The barcode, you can scan it, is actually a free comic book.
Oh, nice. Digital?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For her, so that's pretty cool. Like episode 1 is a barcode on her bedroom wall that's pretty much you could actually scan. It's a first comic book. Next episode here, next episode there. You have to find them. There's Easter eggs all over, in the show and the kind of deal. So, and hopefully, rumor is Captain Marvel will show up in the last episode, and it probably won't be either. It'll probably be a end credit scene or at the very end.
Now, are we talking Brie Larson or Maria Rambeau?
I think it's going to be Brie Larson.
Okay.
I think it's going to be her.
Let me ask you this: do you feel that Disney is trying to capture a younger audience with this show? It seems like it. It seems very much high schooly, middle school, with the just the kind of cuteness that you were talking about with the emotions, but at the same time, and which I'll get to this here in a minute, but the fact that they are also trying to educate their viewing audience on their culture.
Yes, so definitely a younger audience. And the education piece, like, if you guys been watching it, it talks about real life events, like really true life events that happened back in the 1940s with the whole Pakistan-India situation, and that kind of deal. Like, that really did happen. It's insane. It's sad because they actually show clips of that in episode 5. They actually show clips of like what actually happened, and that kind of deal, and how it all happened with the British, that kind of deal, and so on. Well, not just a younger audience. I think we're trying to get a more truly diverse audience.
Yes,
I think that's what they're going for, a true diverse audience. Because by the time we get to, hopefully, fingers crossed, the Young Avengers is going to be a true diverse group of superheroes.
Yeah.
And
which in the comic books is very diverse. You have Young Avengers. You have Kid Nova. You have was it Iron Lad?
Iron Lad, yeah.
Iron Lad, Wiccan, Hulkling, Kamala, as well as Miles Morales, I believe, at one point. I think currently, right now, he might be in the Young Avengers, but yeah, I mean, talking about just a list of characters within that comic book run of being diverse. Yeah, I mean, bravo! I think that's fantastic. But what I wanted to follow up with, and just kind of, I was going to talk about The Boys. I know you said you wanted to watch it, so I'm not going to go on that. I'm going to change the agenda here, but I want to talk about Phase 4 of Marvel. Now, I have not seen Thor. You did see Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
We will probably be seeing it this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But it seems like, and don't get me wrong, I'm a comic book nerd by heart, so I read everybody under the rainbow when it comes to different publishers that are out there, Marvel, Boom Studios, DC, all these guys, you know. But my first love and always will be Marvel, so I'm going to put my Marvel hat on. With the first iteration of the Marvel Disney Plus shows, now obviously with, I was going to say Falcon, but I'm going to go with Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It had no correlation, in essence, to Loki, correct?
No.
None, right? Other than establishing the new Captain America.
Pretty much.
And showing that, which, if you are a comic book reader, knowing that Homegirl was going to turn out to be a bad guy.
Yeah. What's her name?
Carter. Sharon Carter.
Sharon Carter, yeah.
You know, and then also too, I guess you could say maybe it's setting up the Thunderbolts with Baron Zemo, but just talking about the shows and overall and then we had Loki. Loki seemed to be the one that was going to be setting up the big bad for Marvel going forward with He Who Remains, or we better known as Kang, Kang the Conqueror, which by far to me is a fantastic idea. I think they could, if they're smart, and hopefully that, you know, hopefully they are, right? And Kevin Feige we trust, right? But it seems, I will say, in saying that, I'm finding really hard to trust what Marvel's doing right now, just simply because it seems like if they're insinuating that it's Kang the Conqueror, and then they're also insinuating that there's secret wars or secret invasion going to be going on, and none of these things are really kind of pointing to these things. And again, I have not seen Miss Marvel, so you know, maybe they are in that show, and maybe they did in Thor. Like I said, I haven't seen it. But if we're just going to talk about the first couple of shows, the first few movies, which were Shang-Chi, no mention of Kang, Black Widow, Thunderbolts, but no mention of Kang. Then we had Spider-Man No Way Home, the multiverse, no real mention of Kang. And then we had Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Again, multiverse, no mention of Kang. And then we have Thor. And again, I haven't seen it, so please don't ruin it for me. But
Nah, you good.
but I'm struggling with Phase 4, and I think I'm not alone in this. But I kind of want to get your thoughts.
Yeah. So we all know Kane's going to be in Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantum Mania.
That's in February.
Yeah. And I'm going to be really aggravated if he's a one and done. Because right now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know which way they're going with this.
Right.
Like
we had Thanos, and we knew it was going to be Thanos.
We knew early. And
we knew from Avengers, the end credit of Avengers.
Yes.
The after credits.
We knew. These shows here, in the movies, you still don't know. I guess now with Thor, you still don't know.
Yeah.
You watch now like okay, so, like who the hell?
And then I'm sorry. As far as movies, my least favorite of the bunch, and
Eternals.
Yes.
I forgot about that movie for a moment. I'm like,
and that's the part. That's the bad thing, right? It's forgettable.
Yeah.
And this is where I gave hope. Or I have hope, because I was hoping for a home run like with Guardians of the Galaxy, which was not a very popular brand for Marvel.
Not at all.
Honestly, I felt like James Gunn walked into Disney Studios and said, "Look, I want to put together a cosmic superhero team for Marvel that's going to have a talking squirrel," and Disney said, "You got us a talking squirrel."
Yeah.
But with Eternals.
Oh my God.
It was not. It was just bad. It was just not relatable. I couldn't relate to any of the characters whatsoever. And then for them to treat Icarus the way they did, I was just like, come on, like that's just. It was just But that's neither here nor there. Let me get your thoughts on the cluster storm that is Phase 4 right now.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if once Phase 4 is all said and done, we all look back to a certain point like, oh, we fucking should have known that was the way it was going. It would not surprise me at all if once Phase 4 is completely done, which also could include Blade.
Yes.
Because that's another one too. We got shit.
Yeah.
How, at what point was vampires walking the earth and we didn't know about it?
Yeah.
like,
Or the Shield didn't know about it.
no one knew about it. Like,
Yeah.
where did vampires come from? The whole
Yeah.
supernatural.
The only thing
side of it.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing that could be the route they're going, is the more supernatural magic, like just like Doctor Strange, and even Miss Marvel is kind of not supernatural, but it still has, I guess, a tiny bit of magic kind of deal.
Yeah.
Wanda,
Here's what I think. This is what I think that they're going to do. I think what we're witnessing right now are and I say this with only Eternals. Actually, not even Eternals. With some of these movies, I had to really think about which movies. But what I was going to say is, I'm thinking what we're seeing with like Eternals and some of the shows, that these shows are existing within the multiverse. They're not part of our 616. And why I say that is that I know right now they're kind of hinting at Secret Invasion, but if you're going to do the Fantastic Four, right? Which, how can you do Marvel's family and not know about Reed Richards since Iron Man hasn't even been name dropped, right? The only thing that we got, which if they wanted to retcon, is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And hey, didn't you guys chart in the 60s? Like, what if they get stuck in the quantum realm or whatever, and that's how they come out and they look the same age, they didn't age at all, and they have their powers. Or
that could easily be a after credit scene in Quantumania. Like, they something happens, kind of like what happened in the Endgame.
Yeah,
a mouse comes along, hits a button. All of a sudden, something comes along, hits a button. Those fools come out like, what in the hell are we?
Exactly.
Like, what time frame is this?
Well, the reason I say that is because you have that, and then we have no idea what they're going to do with Blade or any of the supernatural stuff, right? And that's why I say, like, the Ebony Blade and this. And so they can still, some of these movies can still mention the Avengers that we know, but they may not be the same Avengers that we know, right?
Yeah.
And then we still have yet to see the X-Men or any of the mutants, right?
That's going to probably be a while.
And why I'm saying that is, I know they're kind of hinting at Secret Invasion, but to me it seems like they're leaning towards Secret War. And that would be the only way for them to bring all of these properties together, and now it's just one cohesive universe instead of this multiverse going on anymore.
Secret Wars, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
So that's my hope. Is that going to happen?
And
I don't know.
If they decide to do that, which they could, that could be our new end game is Secret War, and it also could be where you finally see Chris Evans come back for one last appearance.
Yeah.
The Secret Wars. I don't think it'd be Secret Invasion, but Secret Wars. Yeah. They pull a Hydra version of Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Just pull them out straight from the comic book for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's. I will definitely say that I am a little worried for Phase 4 and whatever Phase 5 and 6. Kevin Feige and his team recently had their little brainstorming think tank getaway not too long ago to plan the rest of the coming phases.
What should we do next? I don't know.
How many kings make it right?
Right.
Mahershala Ali is not getting any younger.
Right. Or Mahershala Ali. Like, what is going on?
And that's my thing is that their key characters, their actors are not going to get any younger. So if you're going to culminate these actors and give them a last hurrah like you did a Tony Stark, like you did Chris Evans as Captain America. You know, in essence, we really haven't said the last hurrah for Mark Ruffalo as a Hulk, but obviously with She-Hulk coming up, it could be.
That's gonna be awesome. I think it'll be awesome.
I hope it'll be awesome as well too. But I will. Our next episode, I'll definitely get into some other things that I'm kind of at odds with when it comes to Marvel. But then again, you know, I gotta see Thor. I gotta see Thor first before I make that.
Yeah, see Thor.
But yeah. But all right, pop culture fam, that is it for this week's episode.
First episode. After shit. 3 years.
After 3 years of us talking about this, we finally pulled the trigger. Episode 101 is in the books. We'll be out here shortly. Please, leave a comment, share. We are definitely trying to grow our brand and grow our audience. And any comment suggestions that you guys may have, please drop it down in there. We will take it.
Or topics? No, what
we
do?
Yeah. One of the things we thought about doing is maybe one of the episodes a month we just talk about some of the topics that you guys want us to talk about. So, but yeah, definitely give us a thumbs up doodle on this show. Share it with your friends, your family, and coworkers, people you don't like, people you do like, and
also too, if you're hearing us, just know you also can watch us as well. Because actually, right now, I'm filming live for my YouTube channel, TheMarksShow. So we'll probably put that somewhere in the description.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
So if you guys want to actually watch this, so pretty much we're going to be everywhere, bitches. We everywhere. So on here, you can watch us on our channel. So
absolutely, yeah. All of our social media handles will be in the description below. And thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe and kind to one another. And we'll see you next week. We out.
Man.